Every year, millions of people have a heart attack, and almost none of them saw it coming in the moment. But here's the part nobody tells you. Your body doesn't stay silent. Weeks, sometimes months, before it happens, your heart sends out warning signals. Small ones, easy to ignore. Today we're going inside your body to break down the 5 silent signs your heart sends before a heart attack. The first sign isn't chest pain. It's exhaustion that doesn't make sense.
You can feel completely fine, go to work as usual, and never realize you're in danger. You climb a flight of stairs you've climbed 100 times before, and suddenly you're out of breath. You feel wiped out after a normal day, with no real explanation.
Here's why. As a coronary artery narrows, sometimes down to a fraction of original width, your heart has to work harder to push the same amount of blood through it. Less oxygen reaches your muscles, less oxygen reaches your brain. Your body responds the only way it knows. How? By making you feel tired, even when you haven't done anything to deserve it. Studies on heart attack survivors found that unusual fatigue was one of the most commonly reported symptoms.
In the weeks leading up to the event, I felt unusually tired. For women, this is often the very first sign.
Most people are waiting for chest pain, but the heart doesn't always send pain to the chest. Pain can show up in the jaw, in the left arm, between the shoulder blades. Even in the upper stomach, mistaken for indigestion, your heart and these other areas share the same nerve pathways back. What's actually happening inside your arteries before the actual attack? Inside your coronary arteries, fatty deposits called plaque have been slowly building up for years, maybe decades. You don't feel this happening. There's no nerve that tells you, hey, your artery is 60% blocked. Your body stays silent because the blockage develops so gradually, but plaque isn't stable.
It's covered by a thin, fibrous cap, and that cap can crack. When it does, your body reacts exactly like it would to a cut on your skin. It rushes to seal the damage. Platelets swarm the site. A clot starts to form. Except this cut isn't on your skin, it's inside a vessel that's supposed to keep blood flowing freely.
This is the moment everything changes. Let's go minute by minute. Minute 0, the clot fully blocks the artery. No blood is getting through to part of your heart muscle. Downstream from the blockage, heart cells are starved of oxygen. They can survive a short time without it. But the clock is running. Minute 5, the affected muscle tissue starts switching to a survival mode, producing energy without oxygen. This is inefficient, and it produces waste products that trigger pain receptors. This is the moment the classic crushing chest pain often hits. Tight, heavy, like something is sitting on your chest. Minute 20, without blood flow restored, heart cells in the affected zone begin to die. This is irreversible. It's called myocardial infarction, literally the death of heart tissue. Every additional minute without treatment means more muscle lost permanently. This is why doctors say time is muscle. Here's something critical. Heart attack symptoms don't look the same for everyone.
Women are more likely to experience the silent signs we talked about earlier: fatigue, nausea.
This is one of the biggest reasons heart attacks in women go misdiagnosed or dismissed, sometimes as anxiety or acid reflux. If something feels wrong and doesn't fit the usual pattern, that's not a reason to ignore it, it's a reason to take it more seriously. If you or someone near you experiences these signs, call emergency services immediately. Don't drive yourself. Don't wait to see if it passes. While waiting for help, sit down, stay calm. And if it's available and you're not allergic, chewing an aspirin can help slow clot formation. This isn't a substitute for emergency care. It's something that can buy your heart muscle a little more time. The single biggest factor in surviving a heart attack with minimal damage isn't the size of the blockage, it's how fast you act.
If blood flow is restored in time, through emergency procedures that clear or bypass the blockage, the surviving heart muscle can often continue functioning.
Here's what actually happens the moment a heart attack strikes. A patch of fatty plaque,
built up over years inside a coronary artery, suddenly ruptures. This isn't a slow blockage, it's a violent rupture. And that's when the crisis starts showing its effects on the human body.
the body reacts instantly. Platelets rush to the site to seal the wound, forming a clot. Within seconds, blood flow to part of the heart muscle stops dead. No more oxygen, no more nutrients. and the heart, a muscle that beats hundreds of times a day without ever stopping. That's why every second counts. What cardiologists call the golden hour isn't a metaphor, it's a race against cellular death. What most people don't know is what's really causing heart attacks. Daily junk food. Regularly eating fried, processed, and saturated fat-heavy foods drives up your risk of serious health problems. Cholesterol clogs the arteries, year after year, without a single moment of pain. Smoking, the silent poison. Every cigarette damages the artery walls and speeds up blood clot formation. Smokers face a far higher risk of heart attack, and that risk starts building within the very first years of smoking. Sitting all day without moving weakens the heart, just like any other muscle.
A lifestyle with little to no physical activity nearly doubles long-term cardiac risk.
Regularly drinking large amounts of alcohol raises blood pressure and exhausts the heart, forcing it to work harder for weaker results. Sleeping less than 6 hours a night, repeatedly, increases inflammation and stress hormones.
The perfect ingredients for weakening the arteries.
These habits don't kill in a day, they kill silently, little by little. And that silence is exactly what makes the warning signs so important to recognize. The unnoticed signs can lead to bigger problems. Here's what to do to reduce the risk of a heart attack. Cut back on salt, sugar, and saturated fat. Eat more fruits, vegetables, oily fish, and plant-based oils like olive oil. Physical activity. At least 30 minutes of brisk walking or exercise, 5 days a week. Avoid smoking, a major risk factor. Excess alcohol, monitor regularly. Monitor regularly. Blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and weight. Manage stress with enough sleep and relaxation. Treat chronic conditions with a doctor's help. Warning signs to know: chest pain or pressure, shortness of breath, pain in the left arm or jaw. Call emergency.
If you have a family history or personal risk factors, a checkup with a doctor is still the best way to get a plan tailored to you. You should also get regular health checkups to make sure your body stays healthy and functions at its best. Cardiac arrest is one of the most dangerous medical emergencies. Without immediate treatment, it can become fatal within minutes. And it can happen to anyone if the right preventive measures aren't taken. The human body is the most incredible machine ever created. Made of trillions of cells, it works around the clock to keep you alive, protect you, and power every moment of your life. Now that you know a lot about heart attacks,
ça fait du bien.
know that you need to take care of your
Maintenant, un
health
fruit.
and take important precautions.
Eat well, get some physical activity, do a bit of sport, and get plenty of rest.
We are Inside Body. We create videos about human health and well-being. Subscribe for more videos.